Welcome to the Poisoner's Cabinet. I'm Sinead.
And I'm Nick.
And this is your weekly podcast exploring the lives of the great poisoners, macabre murders, and captivating crimes from across the centuries, and creating curious cocktails inspired by the tales that we tell. And it's episode 258.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hurrah.
How are you, Nick?
I'm very well.
You're very well.
Yes, hot and sweaty and coffee.
Yes, we learned from last week.
We did the coffee again. Why?
We did. Because it seemed to make for good content.
Right.
So we had twice as much coffee this week, and we may explode. Thank you to everyone who said, like, are they saying this in double speed last week? Yes, we've got our coffees. We're sweating profusely. It's a wonderful time to be alive.
That's excellent.
Any poisonings this week?
Oh, us again, but no.
No other poisonings?
Well, possibly, I mean, yes.
Possibly, yes. Maybe.
Possibly, yes, possibly, no.
You couldn't possibly be drawn on it.
I couldn't possibly.
No, it's wise. It's wise to keep your cards close to your chest. I enjoy it. Well, speaking of maybe poisoning people, but being pretty secretive about it, to be honest, and being delightful, I think it's time for us to thank our delicious Patreon subscribers.
Yes, and this week we are recording slightly early, so it's not a full week's worth of Patrons, but just those of you who have subscribed so far. So thank you very much to Beth Hindages. And that's pronounced very wrongly.
Sorry, Beth.
I apologise, but thank you very much. You're lovely.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing
No.
at Nick. To Julie Gerber.
And then thank you very much.
Thank you very much. To you too. That was an anticlimax, I feel.
It was. Not for them it wasn't. For them it was very exciting.
Absolutely. It was just the highlight of their week of them going, well, oh, God, your names.
God, you've massacred my name there.
Thank you, delicious, sexy Patreon subscribers. As we explained, we are recording a couple of our main episodes in advance because I'm going on holiday and need to be horizontal the entire time and not recording. So we will be shouting out to all of our lovely patrons in good time. So just hold on
Absolutely.
a little bit longer. But yet, we've been having fun over on Patreon this week. It's been good fun.
Yes.
What did we do?
Well, we haven't done it yet.
Oh, we haven't done it yet.
So we don't know what we did.
I know what we're doing.
Okay.
I know what we're doing. We have had fun on Patreon this
Have
week.
we?
Looking into the future, because at the time of recording, we haven't recorded it, but I know it's going to be about jewels.
Okay, yay!
You have to work out what kind of jewel.
A sparkly one.
Maybe.
Okay.
It could be another kind of jewel.
Non-sparkly one? Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. Jewel.
Like two things. Oh, like fighty jewel.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
No, I couldn't possibly say,
Couldn't
Nick.
possibly
I couldn't possibly say. All in the works. But aside from what is in the future...
Which I'm sure is going to be great.
There is a bounty of bonus material over on patreon.com/The Poisoner's Cabinet, where you get extra episodes from us every single week. You do get lots of behind the scenes content from us, little snippets, little tidbits from our lives. It's where you can go to get all those extra hits of poisony goodness from us and to hang out with the community there. There are 2 tiers. It's a flexible system, so you can join, you can move away from it. It's a wonderful place to be because we have got lovely fans on there, and also it's a way of supporting the show. Any support that you can give us, we really appreciate, because it literally helps us do what we do. We couldn't do the show without our patrons and without our lovely fans who tune in every week.
I agree.
Well, look, are you ready
Go on then.
to drink cocktails
Well, I've run out of coffee, so I need something else.
and talk about poison?
Go on then.
Okay. Or we could drink poison, talk about cocktails.
No, I've decided.
No. We decided we'll just have a coffee, cocktail-y.
Cocktail-y,
throw them all together, see what happens.
Yep.
Well, let's go vaguely with the first one and see what happens.
Yes.
Wonderful. Hooray. It is Nick's story this week. And we can't possibly have a story without a cocktail in hand. As you know, dear listeners, every week we choose a secret ingredient that is inspired by the tale that we tell, and it will flavour our cocktail of the week. Nick, this week's secret ingredient
Is the East Indies. Ooh.
If you could see Nick's face and arm.
It's over there.
It's over there.
It's over there.
He's gesturing wildly.
That way.
Ooh.
Is that east? I don't know. Could be.
It's there, over there. The East Indies.
Yes.
The Indies.
East Indies.
East Indies. Not
As 'twas called back in the day.
the back in the day, not the dark continent. Right. Oh my God! Right, the East Indies, East of
East,
the
East.
Stop going like that.
East.
East, far away. Ripping yarns. Where are you from? London. Is that near Bognor Way? No, it's east from here. Ah, Russia. Wonderful. Okay, the East Indies, you say?
East Indies.
Well, what a bounty of wonder.
Oh yes, exciting times.
Might give you inspiration from that. It's pretty fucking broad, I'm going to say. What spices and jewels will come from there?
It's a perfectly legitimate ingredient. We've done countries before.
Okay. It's not a country.
Well, now it's Indonesia.
Is it really? Is that what the East Indies were? I
Yes.
thought Indonesia was...
All the islands that make up Indonesia used to be called the East Indies. It's now Indonesia.
I thought it was called something else.
Ooh.
No. Oh, well, see, I learned something there. There you go. What is now Indonesia? Ooh, nice. Indonesian flavours, hopefully. Okay, what have you come up with?
So we're going to have,
Okay.
sticking with our slightly oldie-worldy back in the day themes,
Yeah.
we're going to have an East India.
Oh, okay. So Indies,
Yep.
but now this is East India.
Things will become clear.
Things will they become clear? Is there a company involved?
There may be a company
There may
involved.
be a company involved. Didn't we have East India Company as an ingredient once?
I don't think so.
They've cropped up.
They've cropped up,
Okay.
but we're not talking about that one.
But we're not talking about that one.
No.
There's some sort of company with East and India in it, but it's not that one.
It's not that one.
Great. I'm so excited for this episode.
So you don't, so you're going to learn new things.
I hope I do.
Yeah.
I hope I do. I'm going to learn ways of holding my temper. Okay, wonderful. Well, that sounds disturbing. I think it is high time for us to sail into the Poisonous Cabinet kitchen and shake up a storm, so we'll see you in a minute.
We'll see you in a bit.
And we're back.
Hello.
Well, Nick,
Yes.
the East India.
Yes.
India.
It's actually East India number 1.
It's India number 1. There's many, are
There are 2.
Oh, okay, there are 2. But it's resplendently red.
Desperately red.
It is very red. This is the reddest thing that we've ever had, I think.
Very
Maybe.
possibly.
Quite possibly. We don't usually have something so red, which makes me fearful of what you could have done. It smells of alcohol.
They do.
And fruity. It's got a
And-
fruity twang.
fruity twang.
Fruity twang. Okay, well, there's nothing left for it but to dive into it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
East India number 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. Not what I was expecting.
No, I regret having an entire thing of Huel and the coffee beforehand, sort of churning at the moment. It's got flavours to it. This
It has
one.
got flavours.
I'm confused by it, but I don't know. I don't dislike it. It's not like last
That's
week's
encouraging.
one. Okay. Whew, it feels strong.
It is potent.
It is potent.
I'll give
right,
you that.
Okay, all right, sippity sip. Seconds, I have to work this out now. Oh, the bourbon in that.
No.
Not bourbon.
Not bourbon.
Rum?
Nope.
No, it's not rum.
Nope.
Gin?
Nope.
It's not. No, cognac.
Yes. Nicely
Yes,
done.
Yes, I knew it wasn't any of the stuff I said. I know that sounds
I
like
knew
a
it was
cop
going to be the 12th thing I said.
I was grasping for it. It was like, no, it's really strong cognac, right? Then, oh God, cognac one. Campari?
Nope.
Not grenadine.
There's a bit of grenadine.
Better grenadine to give it the colour. Ha 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 ha.
One
Process
of
of
2
elimination.
things that's going to give it the colour.
Ooh, okay. Fruity to give
Fruity.
it the colour. Raspberry?
Raspberry, yes. You're
Look at
on fire today. Look at
I
that.
am literally on fire. Help me. Right, so cognac, raspberry syrup,
Yep.
a little grenadine.
Yep.
How many more?
2 things.
Is one of them bitters?
One of them is bitters.
Okay, Angostura.
One of them Angostura bitters.
But the third
And
thing.
the other one.
A booze,
It is a booze.
a triple sec,
Nope.
fruity,
Fruity.
cherry,
Cherry.
maraschino.
Maraschino cherry.
Maraschino. Hey, I did surprisingly
You
well
surprisingly
there.
well on that one, yeah.
Yay, I've impressed you. Have I impressed you, please? I'm not a disappointment anymore. Please, Father. Oh, we'll come back to that. But, okay. It's an interesting combination of flavours. Ones that I'm not opposed to. I think it's a bit much.
I thought the cognac was going to be a lot more present than it is.
You don't think that's present?
I think the raspberry is very much more so than I was anticipating.
The raspberry is. It's quite sweet
Yeah.
as well as being strong with the cognac. The cognac does not mess about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fruitiness is coming through a lot more than I thought it would.
Which I quite like.
Which, yeah, no, absolutely, yes.
But cognac takes no prisoners.
Indeed not.
It's quite potent. It's a wonderful drink for a 3 p.m. and an afternoon. Oh, my episode's going to be ruined. You're going to be absolutely asleep and I'm dancing asleep.
Dancing or asleep.
Right.
Or both.
Okay, I like it. I would almost knock back some sweetness in there.
Yeah.
Even the grenadine, maybe it doesn't even need the grenadine.
Maybe not.
Yeah. It's nice, but dial it back a tiny bit, not too much. But that's a very sophisticated drink to hand out to a friend. You're only having a small dinner party. It's not a big party. Like 4 people have come round. And yes, that's a nice little starter or a digestif later.
You go, it's cognac with some raspberry. People go, no.
They go, no.
Surely not, no.
Surely not, no. And some cherry.
And you go, oh, no, it's very nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's very nice. I don't think I like cognac until I've had that. That's all right. That works.
No, I'm pleasantly surprised by that.
All right. Well done. Well, with the East India, number one firmly in hand, is it time for a story of various horrors?
It's time for a story of much horror.
Okay, good. Good.
so as we may have guessed, we may be going back a bit.
Are we going back?
We're maybe going back a bit.
Nice.
And as you know, I mean, everyone in Europe, they used to love an empire.
They had them.
Who doesn't love an empire?
Some.
So Brits love an empire. French,
the British famously do.
French love an empire.
They're
Spanish, Portuguese love an empire. Absolutely. German less so.
Less so.
They tried. It didn't really work.
Yeah. They really got good at that later, though.
Yeah. And a slightly lesser well-known empire. The Dutch.
Oh, not so less known.
Well, I thought so.
I think compared to Britain.
Oh, yeah, exactly. In
just
comparison
sort of
to the
across
big
the
ones.
world. No, the Dutch Empire. Yeah,
well, the Dutch, but they were at it as well. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, very very creatively.
Indeed. And the 16th century was really the starting point of all these things kicking off.
Yes.
Really.
Everyone going. We have boats now
yes,
that work.
We can go and steal countries. Hooray!
We're just going to go over here. It's wonderful.
So I mean, Spain and Portugal, they predominantly went sort of westwards, sort of new world. Sort of direction. The Dutch, followed not long after by the English, went more eastwards and had a look there. So the Dutch came to establish a huge number of colonies and things through what was then called the Dutch East Indies.
Yes.
Which is now what we call Indonesia. And they had a huge monopoly on trade from those areas going up into Japan. So England set up in sort of India and sort of southern China and stuff like that. But yeah, the Dutch, they very much had the control of these incredibly lucrative trade routes for all these sort of spices and luxury goods that they were transporting into Europe. As you alluded to earlier, everyone has heard about the East India Company.
Yes, the East India Company.
The East India Company, English company set up in 1600, which was there to manage trade and stuff from India.
Yes.
There was also the Dutch East India Company.
Oh, right. So there's two.
There's two, which was set up 2 years later, which is in 1602, which is there to manage a trade out of their colonies in, the East Indies.
Why did they have the same name? Was it a branch of, or was
No, entirely separate and very much rivals.
Why did they pick the same name?
Well, because they were called the East Indies, and they went with the. I mean, it is probably again, it's the English pronunciation of the Dutch. The English, the English translation of the Dutch. In the Dutch, it's called the VOC. I'm not going to pretend to pronounce the Dutch.
No. Don't.
There's enough Dutch names in here which I'm going to butcher, so I'm not going to attempt to pronounce these things.
So that's lovely colonial action as well, isn't
lovely
it?
Bit of colonial action.
Yeah, the Indies, India. Yeah, we're going to call it India. Yeah. It's nowhere near India. Nah, they're from India.
It's east of India. It's the East Indies. It's fine. We'll have that. It's okay.
That was a sort of common theme across the globe, wasn't
Pretty much,
it? India, Indian. Yeah, that's what you are now. Yeah. We're very much not.
Yeah. But no, you belong to me. So the Dutch East India Company was there, like the English one. It was allowed to have its own navy, its own army, anything it needed really to seize and maintain control of these valuable produce and these valuable trade routes, and of course making huge profits while you do so. In June of 1629,
yes.
A fleet of 7 ships prepares to leave Holland and make the long journey to the East India colonies. They're heading for the port of Batavia, and the flagship of this fleet was the newly built ship, the Batavia, named after the island.
How convenient.
Very conveniently. Not the island named after the ship. It was the other way around.
Well, there was a habit of that, wasn't there?
Of naming...
You name the ship of the place that you're going to.
Yes,
absolutely.
And then
name the thing that we've landed in. We're going to name it after the place that we've just come from.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice and confusing.
So this is the Batavia's maiden voyage. Yeah. And it's a big old ship. And along with the 6 other vessels that are going, they are completely stuffed to the rafters with gold and silver. To buy all these lovely things from the East Indies, but also it's filled with expensive furniture and art and the possessions of the colonial officials who are now going to be running these colonies. Batavia has around 330 people on board. You've got about 180 crew,
Yeah.
You've got 100 mercenaries ready to fend off any unwanted sort of
They're kept in a box
encounters.
downstairs.
And you've got sort of 50, 60 passengers.
Yes.
And these are women and children. These are the families of the colonial officials and company officers who are stationed abroad, who are bringing their families out to live with them, because they're going to be there a long time. So, as the flagship of this ship, the Batavia, it has 2 commanders. You have Francisco Pelsat, who is in command of the fleet as a whole, and you have Ariane Jacobs, who is responsible for the day-to-day running of the ship.
Yes.
Itself. So this dual sort of command structure has already proved slightly problematic. It doesn't help that from the off, the two hate each other. They have already had run-ins previously, and they've disliked each other, and now they've both been assigned to this ship, and they go, oh, fuck, it's you.
Oh, God.
Absolutely hate you. And Pelsit, he is constantly sticking his nose into the day-to-day running of the ships, and why are you doing things like that? I would have done it like this. And Jacobs is going, fuck off, it's my boat.
Micromanaging.
Completely micromanaging, constantly overriding Jacob's command, and this animosity sort of grows and grows and grows, and it's not good. Now, not long after the fleet leaves Holland, they're only in the North Sea. They're going around the top of England, top of Scotland, and down again. They don't want to go through the English Channel because of the English. So they're going around the top and down, past Ireland.
They would have to go through the English Channel to do that.
No, so they're setting off from Holland. So they go up round Scotland and then down the coast of Ireland.
Yeah.
And down.
Oh, sorry.
So
right.
rather than going... So they go out of Holland, turn right.
Yeah.
Up around Scotland, down past
Right,
Ireland.
because I was thinking that they would go, they would when they're leaving, looking at the map, if they left Holland, they would turn right immediately, but then they would hit Scandinavia. Yeah, they'd be like, oh shit, sorry.
They're going a long way around, rather than going, rather than going
they
left.
can't just take the quick shortcut because then it's
because of English.
Because of the English.
English
go,
people, English boats there going, this is our bit of street.
Oh God,
Up in the sea.
Round and down, and then down, and then down,
and then
to
down,
where Indonesia actually is.
And
Yes,
exactly.
right.
While they're still in the North Sea, a huge storm kicks off.
Oh, it's never a sea monster.
Never a sea monster.
You never say it's a huge sea monster.
It could have been a sea monster that they wrote in the records as it was a storm. It was actually a kraken.
Don't ever tell anyone what we've seen.
But the fleet is sort of dissipated. And they lose sight of each other. And only 3 ships, the Batavia, the Assendelft, and the Buren, remain sort of within sight of each other. The others are fuck knows where. They've all been scattered. Indeed. So this trio think, okay, we're gonna crack on. They sail all the way down the coast of Africa, and they reach the southern tip of Africa about a month ahead of schedule. Hey. So they're pretty good going.
Yeah, that was good.
They're off on their way. Still no sight of the other 3 ships from the fleet, but they're going, oh, they're either ahead of us or behind us, or
it's one of those two
who
things.
Knows? Or they're
dead.
Or they're dead. Us 3 are together. It's all good. So they hit the southern tip of Africa, and then they sail east, going towards East Indies. Batavia finds itself falling behind. It's a big ship. It's quite heavy. The other ones are smaller, lighter, bit zippier.
Yeah.
So they're
catch the wind.
They're flying off ahead, and soon these 2 other ships have sort of vanished into the distance, and they're gone. So Batavia is trundling along by itself. Now, during the voyage, actually not long after they left Holland, really, Francisco Pelsit fell ill.
I know.
Nothing seemingly deadly serious, but he had, for much of the voyage so far, really, he's confined himself to his cabin. And especially now there's no fleet to command.
Well, he's got nothing to do.
he's got bugger all to do. So he leaves much of the responsibilities of the day-to-day stuff he does really have to do to another chap, the third in command on the boat, under merchant Geronimus Cornelius.
Everyone's got really fancy names.
Yes, Geronimus Cornelius.
Yeah.
So he's the third most senior man aboard. He is also an utter nutcase. He's an absolute nutter. Geronimus is a follower of the painter Johannes van der Beek, who's also known as Terentius.
Yes.
Now, you've heard this chap. I had not heard of this man.
Rings a bell, but I know there's something weird.
Yeah, so Terentius, he espoused a philosophy that all religions are just evil.
Yes.
Religion is evil. Believes in God, absolutely, God is good, God is great, all of that. And if God created a thing, then that thing must be good. God would not create bad things.
Okay.
So if God created it, then it must be good. And if you get enjoyment out of something, then it must be good, because God has given you this enjoyment. If you love painting, then you should paint. You should paint. If you love painting and you're good at painting and it gives you joy,
Nice.
you should paint. If you're a good singer, you should sing because it's a gift that God has given you. If you love murdering babies, then great, it's good. God has given you this joy. Go murder babies.
I sensed it was going to turn.
Yeah. so
Whatever you take pleasure out of, you're right.
Exactly, because God has given you that pleasure.
He has.
So therefore, it can't possibly be wrong
No.
to do something that God has given you enjoyment with. So this is the sort of philosophy he espouses. Doesn't go too well. Terentius is branded a Satanist, and he is tortured, and he is scheduled for execution. He only escapes execution because Charles I of England likes his paintings.
What?
And gets him to England as court painter.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He came to work for Charles I?
He came to work for Charles I.
Is this where we've heard of him? Because
I
his original name it does ring a bell. Oh my God.
Yeah,
right, so he's like, I know he's a bit of a nutter.
No, he's a bit of a nutter.
But pretty paintings.
But he makes pretty paintings. So he's brought over to England.
Jesus Christ.
So as I say, I mean, these beliefs are generally frowned upon. And Geronimus, who follows these beliefs, he has signed up to the crew of this ship in order to avoid the scandal of being associated with Terentius. I
guess.
So
yeah.
Anyone associated with this, they're going to be driven out of town.
Yeah.
You're not welcome here. You're a mad person. So he has used this trip to Batavia as an escape route, really.
Nice.
Cornelius, the nutter, and Jacobs, who's in charge of the ship,
Yes.
they soon become best mates. And they start to slightly obsess about all the gold and treasure and everything that's in the hold of this ship. Okay, there's an ungodly amount of wealth down there. The rest of the fleet is nowhere in sight. Commander Pelzer, he's in bed.
Okay.
What's to stop us taking everything for ourselves? Really?
Oh.
What's to stop us?
Well, a few things.
Well, they start to plot. They start to scheme to take over the ship.
Okay. Mutiny.
Now, they realise that probably most of the crew are not going to join them.
Yeah.
Most of the crew, Pelzer, he is considered harsh but fair, as ship's commanders go.
Yeah.
He is not unduly hostile or harsh with the crew. If someone does something stupid, he will punish them, but that's what you get for doing something stupid.
Yes.
So, at this time on a boat, if you don't follow orders, you're going to receive punishment for it. But he doesn't go above and beyond to make life a misery, as some commanders do.
Yes.
Because they have power. But Commander Mel's, he seemed, reasonable affair. So why are the crew going to mutiny against this okay man? So they need a way of turning the crew against him. Or we need a way to get the crew against Pelzer so that we can get their support.
So it's a series of petty rumours and whispers.
Well, they go slightly more for the juggler than that.
Right.
The plans start with 27-year-old Lucretia Jans. Now, she's the passenger on the boat. She's on her way to Batavia to join her husband, who is stationed there. She is she's about 27 years old. She's a very attractive young woman, and Jacobs has seemingly taken a liking to this young woman on board ship. However, her position means that she has been given a small cabin on the boat that she shares with her maid. So she's been able to sort of pretty much lock herself away for the majority of the journey and sort of, avoid the worst of his advances, really. That is until one night. She is walking along the ship's deck and she is set upon by a group of men and she is violently assaulted and sexually assaulted.
God.
An assault on this wealthy, important woman would surely force Pelzert to come down like a ton of bricks on the perpetrators. And Jacobs and Cornelius are really hoping this is going to stir up the crew, to take action against him.
Yeah.
But Pelzert, he goes, no, I'm not going to do anything.
What?
He takes the names of those accused and he says, okay, I will. When we get to Batavia, I will report them, and the authorities at Batavia will deal with whatever action, will take whatever action they deem is necessary. So he does not punish the crew on those responsible on the ship.
Like he would, very weird.
Like
stance,
he would be perfectly entitled to do.
Them,
Exactly. He would flog them or whatever.
Yeah.
But he says, no, I've got your names. When we get to port, you're in trouble. But for now, we're going to wait till you get there. Now, this is ah, shit.
They're like, well, okay,
this
fine.
is not what we were hoping for. And it starts to appear sort of less and less likely that Cornelius and Jacobs are going to get their mutiny until disaster strikes the Batavia. It is still dark in the early hours of the morning of the 4th of June, 1629. The Batavia is sailing swiftly past the Houtman Albros.
Yes, lovely place.
Which is a chain of islands about 60 kilometres off the western coast of Australia. When suddenly there is a massive crash. Crew are thrown all over the place. Pelzer is knocked out of bed, goes flying across his cabin. Water starts cascading in through jagged holes in the hull. The ship has smashed into a reef and run aground. Now, it's still dark. There is absolute chaos on board. Because it's dark, the crew can't see there's some islands just there.
Right. Okay.
They have no idea. As far as they know, they're in the middle of nowhere.
Ocean, yeah.
And in the initial sort of panic and the initial impact, it's estimated about 80 of the crew succumb and die.
Wow.
Now, whether this is through drowning or through falling debris as masts and things come crashing down, about 80 of the crew do not survive this initial collision.
Jesus, yeah.
The rest of them are clinging on for dear life. And the ship is now pretty much beached upon this reef. So it's not going to sink, but it ain't going anywhere else either. Yeah. And water is flooding in. At daybreak, they can now see the islands. They are actually pretty close. And this brings a bit of hope to the crew. They use the surviving longboat off the ship to ferry people and whatever supplies they can to the nearest island. Around 180 people are taken off, about 40 at a time or so. That's what they can squeeze in this longboat to what is now known as Beacon Island, the smaller island there. Another group end up on another nearby island, which is now named Traitors Island. Right. So, see where this story is going.
Dear. Beacon of Hope, Traitors. Why are you sending us to Traitors Island? No reason.
A handful of the crew, about 60 odd, including Cornelius himself, they remain on the run aground ship. They refuse to leave.
Yeah.
They try and salvage as much of the provisions and things as they can, and they try and hoard it for themselves.
Yeah.
So they're there. Now, in this sort of unprecedented crisis, the commanders Pelser and Jacobs, they put aside their differences. They go, right, okay, we've got bigger things to worry about now than our petty grievances. So they start working together. They start working together. They start scouting the nearby islands, trying to find fresh water, trying to find a source of food, anything we can do to keep these survivors alive long enough for rescue to come along. They come up empty-handed. They find nothing. And much of the ship's stores have been contaminated by seawater, have been washed out to sea, so we are in dire straits. And they have got a decision to make. They cannot wait and hope that a ship might come by and rescue them. They've got to go for help.
Yes.
They've got to go for help. In the middle of the night, they take the longboat, about 40 of the most experienced sailors they've got, and they set out to try and reach Batavia. Around 2,000 miles away, still, across open ocean, in an open-top longboat. And off they go.
Okay.
I think it's time for a break.
Oh, God. Yick, we have our drinks.
We do.
But they've sailed out into death.
They're off.
But it's like, it's only 2,000 miles.
It's only 2,000 miles away in an open-top boat.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Through the middle of an open ocean.
With sea monsters.
What could possibly go wrong?
And sharks. There'll be sharks. Sharks just like following them going, we'll just follow them, don't you worry.
We'll look snacks.
Yeah, lovely. Here's a whale.
So the rest of the survivors wake up the next morning. These are, the passengers, the families of the crew, a few of the mercenaries, some of the less experienced sailors have been sort of left behind. And they awake on Beacon Island. And they find themselves abandoned. There's actually no note, no instruction that the commanders are going to get help.
Well, they haven't told anyone.
They haven't told
anyone.
anyone.
They haven't left anyone to explain.
No, because they have been sort of like sailing around for a few days trying to find water and things like that.
Yeah.
And rather than go back to Beacon Island and say, we can't find anything, we're off, they think, bugger it, let's go from here. And so off they sail. So they are now are completely alone.
Yeah.
And they go,
desperate.
what the fuck do we do? Yeah. We're tailors and watchmakers and housewives and children. And I don't know how to survive a desert island.
It's every man for himself instantly.
Yeah. So It's not ideal. Not all the officers have gone, though.
Yes.
Dear old Geronimus Cornelius, third in charge,
Yay.
nutter in charge, he has refused to leave the stranded Batavia.
He's on the boat going...
He's on there. And he's been steadily making his way through all the booze he can find on the boat.
Nice.
Sort of raiding all the ship's cabins and, the captain's supplies and what have you. Grabbing as much treasure as he can from himself and piling it up. But after about 9 days, the ship is starting to come apart. Constant whacking with waves and things like that. And it's starting to just fall apart under its own weight. He's got to leave. He's got to go. He's got to abandon the ship and make his way to the island.
Drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. There he finds around 180 people, scared and desperate people, looking for some sort of leadership, some sort of expertise. And he thinks, this is my time to shine. It's all about me now.
Everybody gather round. Do you have a plan?
I
have some thoughts.
Now, the survivors have grouped themselves or sort of appointed this sort of little council, with sort of leaders amongst them to try and get some sort of organisation and structure. You go and try and find water. You go and stick some palm leaves together for whatever. Cornelius, as the senior Dutch East India Company man here, he immediately assumes control of this little council, and he replaces everyone with men who are loyal to him, who are going to mutiny with him. Yeah, mainly mindless thugs, really. But he is now completely in charge, and he starts talking to the other survivors and things, and he comes to realise that, Pelsot and Jacobs, they've now been working together quite well for the past week or so. And Cornelius starts to realise, what if Jacobs tells about this mutiny plot? What if this comes out, because they're now best chums? Yeah. If it does, then Pelsot he might return, and then, it's down to me. Yeah. I'm in trouble. The only option is, I need to get off this island. Right, I need to get off this island and get somewhere safe. For me. Okay. I need to get me off. You need to get me off this island.
It's all falling apart, really, isn't it? Everyone for himself.
Well, the first thing he decides is that, we need to make the supplies last as long as possible. The longer the supplies last, the more likelihood I'm going to be rescued.
Yes. The secret is to take tiny little bites.
Well, the secret is to reduce the number of mouths to feed.
Oh.
That's really the secret of making these supplies last longer, is less people to feed.
Okay.
So first to go are the injured. Several people obviously were injured during the initial crash. They've got broken bones. They've got wounds that have been infected. Over the next week, all of the injured mysteriously succumb to their injuries. Usually at night. Usually when Cornelius' men happen to be on watch. These people going in and just are dead in the morning. That's a few less mouths to feed there. A few less injured people. They were going to die anyway.
No, tragedy.
It was tragedy, so they were going to die anyway. The remaining population is divided into sort of three groups. The first group consists of, Cornelius and his supporters.
His men,
The next group consists of a party really of entirely of sort of cabin boys, the women, and a few men who were... You're not going to be much use to me. Yeah. Really. There's about 45 of them or so in total. And Cornelius really thinks, you're really expendable. You ain't important. You're not going to help us survive in any way. God. This group are ferried to a nearby island, which is later named Seals Island. And so they go and find food and water on this island. Go and find food. They are given no food and water or supplies of their own. We can't risk it. Yeah. But you live off the land, go and find food and water. Let us know when you have. Good luck. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Cornelius thinks, this group are not going to last long.
Yeah. If put them somewhere else. Yeah.
If the captain, Pelsot and Jacobs, they can't find supplies on the island, this group of city folk, they're not going to have a hope in hell. Yeah. So that's 45 people less to feed. Hooray for me. Fantastic. The next group consists of the remaining soldiers. Aboard. Now, Cornelius knows that these guys, they are never going to support him. No. Whatever happens, they are never going to support him. They are led by a man called Weber Hayes. Okay. Weber Hayes. And again, this group, they are ferried to another island. And they are tasked with search the island, find some food, find some water. Supplies. We need to spread out, do as much searching as we can. You go and explore. Yeah, so we can't give you any food or water, but there'll be plenty. You can find some, it's good.
You're soldiers, you'll be
Yep.
fine, you'll be handy.
Again, he has no expectation that these people are going to live that long, but off you go. Of any remaining people in the group that he cannot guarantee their loyalty. They are soon done away with, really. Jesus. He will take, if he says, okay, you're a bit questionable. You go fishing with these 5 people. Go fishing, find some fish.
Yeah, there's definitely fish out
There's
there.
definitely
They all
fish
have
out
knives.
there. Absolutely. Off they go, out to sea, clobbered around the head, overboard he goes. Oh, he had a terrible accident. Deadly fish out there.
Deadly fish.
Fucking sticks and clubs and guns, and it's fish out here are terrifying.
Oh, it's awful. The terrible killer fish.
Killer fish. So yeah. So the people who are not known to be loyalty are soon whittled down. Several women are kept as sex slaves.
Oh, yeah.
And Cornelius hands them out like rewards, really, to the men who are loyal for doing a particularly good day's job of murdering. Here, have this young woman. Lucrezia, the woman who was assaulted aboard ship, kept her for himself.
Wow.
Because he's a lovely chap like that.
He's a horrible man.
He's a horrible, horrible, horrible man. Now, after about a week or so, Cornelius sends his men back to Seal Island to look for the survivors. So this is the island where the women and the children were sent to.
Men in his eyes.
I mean, he believes that most of them must succumb to starvation, dehydration by now. Any that has survived are going to be as weak as anything, and they're going to pick up no resistance. So go for it. And that's true.
Yeah.
Anyone who is survived is massacred. Is wiped out entirely. Over on the neighbouring island, Hayes and his soldiers say they have been expected to come up empty-handed, but actually they have found a plentiful water source.
Oh.
They have found a spring on this island. They've also come across some small, strange, bouncing things that are jumping across the ground.
Oh, what, kangaroos or wallabies?
Wallabies.
Wallaby,
The first time a European has ever seen a wallaby.
Screaming. Just like,
and then they see these things and go, oh, I bet they taste good.
meaty, yeah. Oh, that's a good protein source.
Meaty goodness. So soon the soldiers, they've got plentiful water.
They got steaks.
They've got roast wallaby. They are now back to full strength and going, this is great.
Yeah. And they're suddenly going, oh, shit.
How fantastic. The island has since become known as Wallaby Island for that. That's it. These men quickly regain their strength. And now, mostly, they are completely unaware of the bloodbath that has occurred on the other islands around. So they stick to the original plan and they light a signal fire to say, yes, we have found stuff. This is all good. A handful of survivors see this fire and go, right, we need to get over there. And they go and they make it over to find Hayes and his men. And they tell what has been going on.
Yeah.
They explain what Cornelius has been doing.
Yeah.
And then just the deaths of everyone.
Yeah.
And
It's just such a frenzied, bizarre plan by himself. There was a plan for a mutiny. It didn't actually happen.
No.
And now he's just wiping people out.
Wiping anyone who is going to speak against him, anyone who's going to go against him.
He didn't actually do anything yet. I mean, he was planning to, but still, it's like, this is weird.
But yeah, man, I think in his mind, if he's the only one there and his men, when they do get rescued, they can then take over that ship. They have all the treasure that's on the... They'll have all the treasure, and we can then sail off and live as lords, sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So this weird, mad plan that he's got.
Yeah.
So Hayes is told about this, what's been happening, and he goes, no respectable officer, no gentleman is going to do this. It's absolute nonsense. But the victims, Horace, everyone is saying the same thing, and they've got physical injuries on them.
Yeah.
That is like, okay, shit, this is real.
Yeah,
this is
exactly,
actually what's been happening. Cornelius, still on sort of Beacon Island, has also seen these smoke signals and gone, shit, they found water. Shit. That's not meant to happen. They found stuff.
They were supposed to die.
Yeah, they were supposed to die, but now, worst of all, they've got control over a water source.
Yeah.
Which is like a balls.
And they're strong, yeah.
So he knows that they can now survive, and they're going to be a threat to his plans of being the only survivors and being able to make their way off with all this loot somehow. So Cornelius sends his men out to attack this, what he thinks is still a vulnerable group of men. Hayes is now expecting an attack. He's a trained soldier.
Yeah.
He's not foolish. He's knowledgeable in the ways of combat, and he organises his men as best he can. they have no weapons.
No.
So they arm themselves with clubs and rocks and whatever they can find. On top of a hill, they build themselves stone walls from which to defend and hide behind. Because they've got no guns, but Cornelius' men have got sort of muskets and things. So they need something they can defend. And this sort of rudimentary fort, the remains are still visible on this island, and it's regarded as Australia's first European-built structure. This little ramshackle group of walls and things.
This is the first structure of this kind of them just going, fuck off!
Pretty much. Yeah.
Love it.
So Cornelius' men arrive on Wallaby Island, and they discover that Hayes' men, they're actually quite well dug in. They've got this little fortified hill, and sort of 16th century muskets are fuck all good at any range. You have to be in someone's face before it's actually any good. So
they've got projectile wallabies, using them as cannon.
Hayes' men, they are at full strength. They've been feasting on wallabies and things for days, so they're like, bring it on. And I mean, so far Cornelius's men, they've had no actual opponents. They've had women and children that they've massacred. Now they're up against actual trained soldiers.
Yeah, it's suddenly feeling a bit real.
Oh, this is different. These people fight back. They're well fed. They're behind stone walls, and they're really pissed off. Two attacks are easily repelled by Hayes' men, and eventually Cornelius himself comes along and he tries to negotiate. He says, "Look, I've got loads of silver on this boat. You surrender, I'll give you all this silver." And Hayes goes, "No, I don't think so."
No. Surrender.
Surrender.
How about you surrender?
Exactly. How about you surrender?
And give me the silver and I won't kill you.
Yeah. So Hayes goes, "No, I don't think so." So Cornelius orders a third and final attack. This is the one that's going to clear out all these men. Doesn't quite go to plan, and Cornelius himself is captured.
Good.
By the soldiers. But the mutineers, even with their leader captured, they still refuse to surrender.
Yeah,
because they know that if they do, they're going to die.
They're all going to die.
They're all going to die.
So
punished, what's the point? What's the point of surrendering? So they are now. These two groups are now at a complete impasse about what the fuck do we do? Neither one is going to give up. Exactly. What do we do? But then a cry goes out across the island. Sail on the horizon.
A ship.
Captain Pelzert has returned.
Yay!
3 months after originally leaving the island, he is back. The journey in his longboat took 33 days to get to Batavia. And I mean, when he gets there, it is hailed as an absolute miracle.
Yeah.
Not only that he made it without a casualty. No one aboard his little longboat. So it's an absolute miracle that they all survived. So he gets there, he explained the situation, and straight away, the Admiralty, here, have a boat, go
rescue them.
Go rescue crew, and get the treasure as well if you can.
We'd really like that.
But get the people first, absolutely, but get the treasure. It takes him 7 weeks to relocate the wreck and the islands where these people are. And Hayes gets to him first. So Hayes is able to get to him first and say, "This is what has happened while you've been away." So he gives his side of the story.
Across the beach going,
So he goes, "Now."
Is the captain looking at him going, "What the fuck is that bouncy thing?" No, that's all right. That's my mate.
That's bouncy Jim. It's fine. I mean, initially the commander refused. No, this. You're talking madness. No one would do such a crazy thing. All the survivors are questioned. Everyone is saying the same thing, apart from the mutineers. And slowly, this incredibly terrifying picture is put together. Over 100 men, women, and children have been massacred, have been murdered on Cornelius's orders. He himself never got his hands dirty. He did not harm a single one. All done on his order.
Apart from assaulting women.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. But I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah. I did other vile, horrible things, but I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
I told them to kill loads of people. I didn't do it myself.
I personally didn't. They're like, what a noble man.
Yeah, indeed. Cornelius and 6 of his sort of closest accomplices, they are... Commander Pelzer says, right, no, hang them.
Yep.
Straight away.
Good.
So they build a makeshift gallows on the island.
Nice.
Before they're executed, before they're hung, the 6 men have their right hands chopped off. Cornelius gets both of his hands chopped off.
Good.
And then they are hung. Other mutineers, they are put in the hold of the ship, taken back to Batavia to stand trial in Batavia. There are two other people who they admit to having murdered, having killed people. A chap called Luz and a cabin boy, Jan Pilgrim. So they both admit to, yes, we did murder, but we did it through fear of our lives. We did it because if we didn't, then we would be murdered ourselves.
Yeah.
These two are stranded on the Australian mainland.
Interesting.
They are left. They are the first Europeans to ever have lived, in inverted commas, on the Australian mainland. No one knows what ever happened to them.
Well, it's just us two. Shall we kiss? No.
It's just us two and these whole host of other people who are already here. Hi.
Hello. Like, we will leave you on this desolate land. Everyone's like, right, you can see us.
Yeah, where we're here.
You can see us.
So of the 330 people who originally boarded the Batavia in the Netherlands,
yes,
over 200 of them were dead by the time they reached Batavia. Some of them died on the wreck, some of them from sickness, but it is believed that Cornelius's men murdered over 120 people.
Wow.
Men, women and children on his commands. An inquiry was held, and it finds that Commander Pelser, he has actually failed to exercise sufficient leadership. And he is held partly responsible for this tragedy.
He did put his feet up, didn't he?
He loses his entire fortune in fines, and he dies 12 months later.
Wow.
He's a broken man.
God.
The hero of the story, Hayes, Corporal Hayes, he and his men are promoted for their actions. And today, a statue of Hayes, Corporal Hayes, stands. It's near the town of Geraldton in Australia and overlooks the chain of islands that he helped to defend and save. So there's the story of the 1629, the Batavia Massacre.
Whoa.
Boaty goodness.
Oh my God, that's gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh, tales from the high seas and high murder.
High murder. All for his God knows what.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about it.
His why, we don't really know.
But he's a madman.
Because he's a madman.
He's a madman as he set up in the first place. Love the scene setting of the ship. Does remind me, I think, of the book The Devil and the Dark Water, Stuart Turnton. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He also wrote The Seven Deaths of someone else.
That one.
Yeah, which is sort of set the same sort of time as a murder mystery and all kind of like all stuff that's going on these big ships. But yeah, so they're doing this voyage. They work out there's money on there, and then two people on the ships, obviously, two people get together. Go, we could have a mutiny. We could steal everything, and then they take advantage of the shipwreck. But then just go, well, we better kill everyone and then section them all off just in case so no one finds out what's happening. Yeah. It's like, how are you going to get the gold back and the silver? How are you going to get the treasures without any questions being asked? What's your game plan here, son? If you've not found a water source, you're not going to wait this out. Yeah, really weird, but also horrific.
Yeah.
Just start killing people.
Just one man in control goes, this is what I can do to survive, and I can do it because I'm in charge.
I'm in charge. Yeah, every man for himself.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just do that. Let's just get rid of any opposition. If you're in dire straits, fine, go ahead and do it.
I mean, last week or so, a couple of weeks ago on Patreon, we were talking about actual survival.
Yes, actual survival.
Don't think this quite covers it. I think necessity is far from survival in this case.
Yeah, it's that scary thing where you go with stories like this and go, how far away is it that if you had a similar situation, you had a boat crash, you had a plane crash somewhere completely remote, cut off with no means of communication, how long would it take for people to fall into, whether it's mob rule or whether it's that kind of I'm going to assume leadership, the whole Lord of the Flies sort of thing, that how long will it take for you to degenerate into, well, it's me or you, so I'm just going to kill you in advance so you don't piss me off. That shuddering. Ooh, what a good story. Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
No, I did discover that. I thought, ooh, that's a good story.
Massacres. Well, there you go. Massacres on the high sea. What do you think, people? What do you think of the terrible, terrible voyage that was? I mean, they'd lost a load of ships anyway. They're like, screw it. It's fine. A horrible situation on that boat. And then, the various islands where they're stationing people. I don't know how far apart they were. They were going, hello.
I think they were pretty close together, yeah. So,
So you could probably see each other. But then, Yeah, just the laws of the laws that they've made up of the sea. Nice appearance of the wallabies. Appearance of the wallabies. Unfortunately, they're gonna be dinner.
They're gonna be tasty.
They're gonna be tasty, but yeah, wallaby, good source of protein. Yeah. Kangaroo steak, very good. Yeah, and also wallabies a lot smaller than kangaroos. Kangaroos will kill you.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Everyone's like, oh, how lovely! Ow! Yeah.
Stop punching me!
Stop punching me! Great. Tell us what you think. Jump on the comments of this episode. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your musings. More tales of murder on the high seas if you have it. But most importantly, do mix up the East India #1, which you very much crowbarred in there. But still,
I think it was very well done.
You mentioned it once. I don't know, silly name, Uda, whatever. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's strong, so be careful.
It is definitely strong.
But it's sweet. So not a bad party one, I think. But a small gathering.
A small gathering. A wee one of these. So it's a nice tasty drink. Nice and fruity. Yeah, as you said, less of the grenadine.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit sweetie. A little less sweet. Would be good. But yeah, the recipe will be out there on Friday. So mix it up if you can. And let us know what you think.
Yes. Send us pictures of any cocktails that you are enjoying. Tag us on social media if you're sharing them. And send us more suggestions of stories we can cover in the future. Remember to join us on Patreon if you haven't already to get more from the Poisonous Cabinet every single week. And please leave us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes to really help out the show. Thanks for listening, guys. We have been the people inside the Poisonous Cabinet. We will see you next week. And remember, your loved ones are trying to kill you.
Bye.